kind of way or a better way to connect with you?
Normally when you send the email, right? So they feel comfortable, and then I will email them separate also. And then after they emailed it, I will call them. If they're not answer, they will text. So I do a lot of layer, but I want them familiar with me first, right? Why you refer to them? Because a lot of times they know you, but they don't know me. Like yesterday, they apply online, right? Husband and wife. I talked to wife, but the husband, I did not talk to them. So wife obviously put the wrong social on husband. The reason why I know it's a wrong social, whose social start with 662? I immediately thought that's probably a phone number. So I called husband this morning because why not answer the phone? I said, hey, I know this is random. My name is Sarah Wong. You get my email, right? I can tell you what your last four digit social is. Because I have his W2, so they on there, but I want to verify the first five. He said, oh yeah, I saw your name on there, you good. So he willing to give his social to me by phone, but obviously I'm just random call, hey, I need your social security number. I said, well, your wife put 662, and I believe that this is wrong. So I'll be able to communicate, but email will be the best way so they can see the vision. And then you do not know that. I actually email separate one and see my face on there. And then after that, I call them, and if most likely they're not answer the phone.
Right.
I would text them again, hey, this is Sarah Wong, and then I have a system now, I can track it. I put everyone on there, and then I will call them first, second, third, like Mrs. Price. Sister, 3 times already. Not answer me anything. No text, no email, no answer the phone. So I do 3 times, and I'm just like, okay, just when you're ready, let me know, you know.
So they'll let you know how serious they are. Okay, so Sarah, just tell us kind of like what kind of loan programs you offer.
Oh yeah, we have so many loan programs right now. The first will be the first time home buyer, which is going to be like a FHA loans. FHA is required 580 credit score, and you have to have the down payment, which is 3.5% of purchase price. The second one will be conventional loans. Conventional loan, 620 credit score minimum, but you have to have 5% down payment of purchase price. And we have USDA loan, which is USDA is really good, 0% down. And also we have a VA loan. I love VA. VA 0% down, 580 credit score, and you don't need to pay any lender fee on the VA loans. So this loan program you can, offer for your buyer if you have something that coming up.
Okay. And so like what's the difference between the FHA and the conventional loan?
A lot of people try to see what's the difference, right? It depends on what the credit history and credit profile. On FHA, most likely will be first-time home buyer, just start to buy the house and have very thin credit, not that much credit. So FHA can help you to have a lower down payment, which is 3.5%. And sometimes FHA, if you have, small collections, FHA will be something that you want to put the borrower to get in. And FHA interest rate normally is lower than conventional.
Okay.
That sounds good. And also we have down payment assistance. A lot of people, offer down payment assistance, right? So we live in city of Memphis.
Right.
City of Memphis have 10,000 down payment assistance. And we just guarantee rate, just launched. We provide 8,000 grant. This is no payback. No second mortgage. You just give 8,000, but have to be conventional.
Okay, but wait a minute. So you can get the
8,000.
The 8,000 and the city of Memphis?
Yes, you can combine together. You can be 18,000.
So 18,000, and you can use that for your down payment and closing.
That's correct.
So you can probably just go and walk away and kind of get your earnest money back.
That's
get money
correct.
Back or not have
at the closing.
Okay.
That will be something that you can, target the first-time home buyer.
So what's the qualifications to get the city of Memphis down payment?
We need 640 credit score, and they have to approve by Fannie Mae, and they have to do first-time home buyer classes. It can do online, and that they need to provide tax returns. So tax return will be something that I request if they're looking for to get a first-time home buyer or grant.
Okay. Do they look at your debt to income ratio?
They do. So it's city of Memphis very tight. Front end have to be 28, and back end be 45.
Okay.
So just, a lot of times you can find maybe like fresh from the college, and they get, but a lot of time I will look at that, what will be fit with you. I will offer the grant or first time home buyer first.
Okay. And so, like with the USDA loan, so tell us, what do you have to do to qualify for one of those? Because I know a lot of people
Look at USDA, right? USDA, you have to look at the property that you actually qualify for. Memphis don't qualify for USDA. So if you want to get the USDA's finance, you have to looking outside of the city. Like the property that have in Oakland, most Oakland qualify, or Millington. Millington is like a rural area, they can qualify for USDA. The good thing of USDA is you don't need to put money down, 0% down. It's the reason behind the scene because USDA, which is a government, want people buy outside of the city. That's why you don't need to put money for the down payment.
Is it harder to get a USDA loan?
It's not that hard, but you have to be almost perfect. USDA doesn't like overdraft on bank statements. I have been seeing that we got loan approved, we sent to USDA. USDA see bank statement have overdraft, they deny. So you have to make sure that the bank statement no overdraft.
Okay.
So this is kind of like beginning of the year. Just make sure if your buyer have bank account, the everyday use checking account, don't give to the lender. Tell them to open a separate account, just like a savings account, and that give that bank account to the lender.
So that they won't be asking too many questions regarding the transactions.
Exactly.
I did tell one of my clients this the other day. I learned
it won't go
A lot of times,
recently open.
no, that's fine because you're gonna open. This is beginning of the year. Ask them if you want to buy the house. You have a separate account. Just open checking account, free checking or saving, and use that money and give direct deposit, maybe 10 or 20% to that bank account, and don't use it. Use that money to apply for mortgage because like every day you just have so much stuff. Underwriter can have a question: why you Venmo to this person? Who Venmo to, right? Who cash app to this? What happened? Do you buy this? So you see a lot of transaction. What is Tunica Casino? So, a lot of gambling on the bank statements. So that one you don't want to give to lender. They don't need to know your business. Give the really clean bank statement to the lender. Like when I apply my mortgage, right? I have another separate bank account that I send 20% of my income to that bank account. I just give to them. It's very clean, nothing that's just direct deposit. They not see what I do every day. Because underwriter will read the bank statement and have question on the bank statement. That's something that you want to advise your buyer. Just open savings, start with $500. Next thing you know, that bank account is 2 months already, and then just tell them don't use it. You add $200, 10 months already $2,000.
Yeah. So like if you're like deciding, hey, I think I want to buy a house, what do you need to kind of do to prepare yourself when you want to decide you want to buy a house?
So first thing when you talk to the prospect and clients, so what you're looking for is going to be, are you really ready to buy the house? What you need, 3 things I would tell people. The first one is going to be credit score, right? At least you have a 580 credit score. You have to have money for the down payment, which is the down payments can be something that you can get the down payment assistance to help. And the third one is very important, is a job and work employment. Got it? You have to have 2-year history of work employment to be able to purchase the house. So once you have 3 things on this, you can tell, hey, you can go to see Sarah and talk to Sarah, homeloanwithsarah.com, and you can apply online. And once you apply online, I will call the customer and get start application.
Okay. 24-minute mark. So Sarah, when you look for a home, how do you figure out how much you can afford?
That's a good question. I love this question a lot because a lot of people don't know. The best way, we have to go back to the old generation. You have to make 3 times of your annual income to qualify for the homes. Example, if you and your husband make $100,000 a year, you can qualify up to $300,000 purchase price. But some exception come back to play with since the house market is going up. So my rule of thumb gonna be 3 times of your annual income plus $50,000. So if both of them make $100,000 a year, so you should qualify for $300,000 plus 50. So it's become $350,000 purchase price. So that's something that I play with. This is my my rule of thumb. Okay, not somebody else, but it's my rule of thumb. But a lot of time you have a factor to look at your credit score and your income, and look at the debt income ratio, see how much you have debt on your credit reports, and then it's going to be a factor how much you can afford for. Because what we want to do, we want to do the right thing for the buyer. We don't want to have them have too much debt and they cannot afford it. A lot of time we do financial analysis for them and see what they can afford, what the maximum they can have. It's going to help them in the long run. It's not just because it's not a transaction, right? I build relationship with the buyer. So I have, from mom and dad, and now they have kids grow up, they have sister. So my customer is the word of mouth and relationship. It's not just one transaction. I help them to look at what they should do, and I give them recommendation. Even they believe me or not, it's their choice.
Right.
But I give them recommendation.
Okay. I do want her to answer one more thing. Can you tell us, what's going on with the current interest rates? Everybody's so upset about.
I love that question.
Oh, I shouldn't buy a house because the interest rate's going up. But a lot of people don't even know what that means. They are just looking online or they're listening to what the news say. So what is your expert opinion on purchasing a home with the interest rate? What are the interest rates going to do in the next couple months? What's our market overview?
What the market overview? Okay, I love this question because I believe that when you buy the house, when you are ready, okay, you are dating the rate, marriage the house. I hope you heard that before. So what that means is when you're ready, right? The interest rate can go up and down, up and down. I think this is the best time to buy because it's a seller can pay closing costs. The builder can help you to pay closing costs. So you get to the house. So the interest rate right now is around 5.5 to 6.5 in that range. I don't think it's too high. We got spoiled in past 2 years to get 3 or 2. So now it's go back to normal. This is normal. So when I purchased the house 2007, I paid 6.5 interest rate.
So 6.5.
6.5, and I still buy.
Now, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and I still buy 6.5 interest rate. So for me to get 5.5, this is normal for me because I pay 6.5. So the rate right now, I think the market rate this year, the Fed just lets us know that the rate gonna be around 5.5 to 6.5 the whole year. So we become a normal now. So we have to adjust ourselves, and the buyer understand this is normal. You're gonna pay the mortgage gonna be 5.5, 6.5, but for any reason you move to the house, you purchase the house, anything that change to the market, you can refinance anytime and get a lower rate. That would be the plus. But when they go in with 5.5 to 6.5, this is normal. And this is seller gonna pay closing costs. The buyer market this year, go ahead and buy, get to the house, because from 5.5% to 6.5, the payment you talk about $50 different a month. It's not much different at all. A lot of people do not know that. Just basically stop drinking Starbucks, right?
Right.
So you make it, you get to the house, and that's something that you want to tell, like this is a good time to buy. People call me, well, when is good time? This is good time to buy. I say, why? You think builder throw you a 10,000 closing cost? It's not good time. The seller pay closing costs now. Don't be think like 2 years ago the seller not gonna pay anything. I have every single one seller pays something. Even VA, the seller pays $7,000 on $180,000 home. So just go ahead, tell them that if you want to be the homeowner, just do it. What the worst case, if you don't like the house, just sell it, you make money. You buy the house, you make money. But you buy a new car, you don't make money. When you drive from the lot, the value go down. But you buy the house, I know it's a big purchase, but if you don't like, sell it. And you can make money. I know you make a lot of 100,000.
I didn't make that much, Sarah. I didn't make that much. I don't know.
So just let you know that it's ready. It's big. When you're ready, I ask you when you're ready. Is you're ready, right? So it's not time. The interest rate will be just a small factor because you can refinance 5 to 6%. Just go ahead and do it. Tell people.
So y'all heard her. The rates are not changing.
The rate is not changing. The Fed tell me the rate not change. They're not go anywhere. It's gonna be like this 5 to 6, 6.5. Go ahead, tell them that. Just go to the house, be a homeowner, and if the interest rate from 4% to 6%, the payment will be only $80 different. It's not much, but people mental would think like, oh my God, it's a rate high. I always ask them, "You have a car loan?" I said, "What interest on your car?" "My 9%." I said, "And you complain 5.5, 5.75?" See, we have to educate people to understand that even from 4 to 6%, the payment is not much because they amortize 30 years, so the payment is not much at all. But this is a buyer market because the seller pay closing costs, and you got the deal on this house.
Okay. That's good. First down. How much can they figure out like what their down payment will be?
So something that I really have people to have it, they're gonna have to have money savings in their bank account at least 5,000 to 6,000, because when you purchase the house, first thing you have is gonna be earnest money. So the earnest money can get up to 1% of purchase price, right? If you buy 200,000, they're gonna give you 2,000. So if you don't have 5,000 in the bank, it's really hard gonna get the money out of upfront. And then you have to pay for appraisal fees, which is $650 for appraisal fees. And you have to pay for home inspection, probably 400 to 500 home inspection. That's why if you have 5,000-6,000 in the bank to start with, it's gonna be easy for you to purchase the house. But if you have just a minimum money in your bank account, you're gonna have to save up to get to the level that want to be the homeowner.
Okay. And last question, because I think you answered all the other ones. So if I have a lot of clients now that's trying to get like into the investment side of things, or the investment side of things. So how would you tell them if they wanted to possibly in the future finance investment property, maybe a single family or a 4-unit, what should they start doing?
Okay, I love investment property. Do a lot investment property. We have the program that no income documentation for investment property, as long as they have 20% down payment. So what we do is we only pull credit, 680 credit score, 20% down, and we just get loan done. So on the investment side, make sure that you have to understand 20% down payment of purchase price is something that investor need to have. 100,000, we need 20,000 down payments. New investor might don't have it, so that's why you have to coach them. It can come out from your 401k, it can come out from your insurance, that sometimes you have a whole life insurance that have a cash value, they can come out from that one also. But 20% down plus closing costs will be something that your investor need to be ready. And tell them that we have program that no income documentations.
Okay, and then just touch on the entrepreneur, the bank statement loans for the people like myself, real estate agents, barbers, people that are self-employed. How can they better, finance a house? Because a lot of times they have a lot of tax issues.
That's correct. A lot of times they have a lot of deduction on the tax returns, right? So because they're self-employed, they're business owner. So that's what benefit to be self-employed and business owner or 1099. They can have a lot of maximized deductions on tax returns. So what you do is we have the program they call 12-month bank statement and 24 months bank statement. So what I did is we average the deposit only on the bank statement as the income. They don't need to provide tax return, but they have to be business owner or have to be 1099. And that's going to be their income, but they require 20% down, so just be ready. Some programs they can do 10 or 15%. It depends on credit score. If they have 760, they can do 10% down on the bank statement income, which is something that you can talk to your, business owner, entrepreneur program. That's a very good program.
And they only look at the money coming into the account.
They don't look money out. They only money in. It's only money in, just the deposit. The average are 24 months. So you can do 12 months, but 12-month interest rate is higher. So I asked 24 months. 24 months actually good because you can see money in. They don't care money out, just money in, right? Just deposit. They put in spreadsheet and they divide by 24.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah. This was amazing.
Oh, no.
Thank you
Is it
so
good?
much for lunch and giving us some of your expertise. We really enjoyed this information. So if somebody wanted to get a loan or apply with you, what would they do?
Okay, that's easy. homeloanwithsarah.com. You can apply online. My cell phone 901-218-2905.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sarah.
You want to introduce your team?
Yeah.
This sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So you have Kirsten and you have Francine. So they're my buyer's agents helping me and everything, and so they wanted to meet you because I brag on you, and of course they see you on social media doing all these big things, so they need to know who they need to be connected
That's
with.
awesome.
Because all her agents are like star agents. So if you're working with Sarah, you want to talk to her. No, she's she's a loan officer, so she works with everybody.
I work with everybody. Actually, I do not count. Good answer. I do a lot of part-time agents, so I don't want to count anything. But she's one of my top because we built together 6 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago,
Yeah.
when
We
I
didn't
was
have a family
single,
together.
we went out
We
together.
went to breakups together.
We went to Shane together.
So yeah, this is the top Memphis loan officer. Everybody knows her. She has made an outstanding name for herself, and I'm just so happy to be working with you.
No, thank you.